Since the dawn of time, humanity has always looked to the stars, to the vast expanse above, and wondered. We've gazed at the celestial tapestry speckled with countless points of light, each a distant sun, perhaps nurturing its own retinue of planets. Where did we come from? What is our origin story written in the very fabric of space and time? What were the initial conditions that set the stage for our existence? And perhaps even more compelling, where are we going? What is the ultimate fate of the universe, and what role, if any, do we play in its grand narrative? The universe, as we understand it, began with the Big Bang, a cataclysmic event that occurred approximately 13.8 billion years ago, and has been relentlessly expanding and evolving ever since, stretching the very boundaries of what we can observe and comprehend. From simple matter, from the fundamental building blocks of existence, stars and planets formed, coalescing from swirling clouds of gas and dust, birthing celestial bodies in a cosmic dance of gravity and energy, and eventually, through processes still not fully understood, life and consciousness emerged, sparking awareness in a universe seemingly governed by cold, unfeeling laws. But if there was a beginning, a singular point from which all things originated, must there also be an end? Is the universe destined for a final curtain call? Is all this complexity, this intricate web of galaxies, stars, and life, destined to fade away, succumbing to the relentless march of entropy? Or is there a greater purpose, a hidden architecture to the cosmos that we are only beginning to glimpse? Some predict a cold, empty heat death where all energy is evenly distributed and the universe becomes a silent, frozen wasteland. Others imagine a final convergence, a cosmic destiny where all matter and energy collapse into a single point. Enter the Omega Point theory, the idea that the universe is not simply winding down, but actively evolving toward a final state of maximum complexity and consciousness, a culmination of all that has come before. It's not just a scientific hypothesis, a dry equation on a chalkboard, but a vision that weaves together the seemingly disparate threads of existence, the cosmos, life, and the human spirit, suggesting a profound interconnectedness. The Omega Point dares us to see ourselves, not as mere observers, as part of the universe's journey towards self-realization, active participants in its unfolding destiny. The Omega Point's architect was Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, a Jesuit priest and pioneering paleontologist. Teilhard saw no conflict between science and faith. He believed evolution was a divine process, a purposeful unfolding of creation. His radical synthesis of Darwin and Christianity put him at odds with the Church, leading to exile and censorship. His masterpiece, The Phenomenon of Man, was published only after his death. Teilhard's core idea, evolution has a direction, a law of complexity consciousness. As matter becomes more complex, consciousness increases, from atoms to life to self-aware humans. For Teilhard, this process is not random, but the universe's fundamental drive, culminating in a final unification, Omega. To truly grasp the profound implications of the Omega Point, a concept that stretches the very limits of our understanding, we must first embark on a journey, climbing Teilhard de Chardin's metaphorical ladder of cosmic evolution. This ladder isn't just a simple progression, it's a story of increasing complexity and interconnectedness. It all begins with the geosphere, the realm of lifeless matter, the foundation upon which everything else is built. Here, the universe operates according to the fundamental laws of physics and chemistry, a dance of atoms and molecules. Then, from this inorganic foundation, the biosphere emerges, a vibrant sphere of life, where matter begins organizing itself into complex forms. This is the story of life evolving, adapting, and diversifying into the incredible tapestry we see around us. The next monumental leap brings us to the noosphere, the sphere of human thought, intellect, and consciousness. This sphere encompasses our culture, our shared knowledge, and our collective consciousness as a species. With the emergence of humanity, the universe, for the first time, gains the capacity to become self-aware, to reflect upon its own existence. The noosphere represents a vast and ever-expanding world of ideas, a network of thought enveloping the planet and actively reshaping it according to our collective will. Today, human activity, driven by the noosphere, has become the single most dominant force shaping the face of Earth, propelling us towards what Teilhard de Chardin termed planetization, the increasing unification of humanity, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries. This is a convergence into a single, interconnected, and increasingly self-aware entity. Each successive stage, the geosphere, the biosphere, and the noosphere, builds upon the foundation laid by the last, leading to ever-increasing levels of complexity, organization, and ultimately, consciousness. The noosphere is not merely a philosophical metaphor or abstract concept, it is a tangible technological reality that is rapidly taking shape around us. Our global communication networks, our vast information systems, and our ever-expanding pool of shared knowledge are all manifestations of the noosphere actively at work in the world. For the visionary Teilhard de Chardin, this ongoing planetization is not just a random occurrence, but a necessary and inevitable phase of cosmic evolution, inexorably propelling us towards the ultimate convergence at the Omega Point. The grand journey begins with this seemingly inert rock, then blossoms into vibrant life, and culminates in the power of human thought, and potentially something far beyond our current comprehension. The next evolutionary step could very well be the emergence of a unified planetary mind, a truly global consciousness. The noosphere is Earth's thinking skin, a layer of collective human consciousness. Teilhard predicted the rise of global communication and psychic compression long before the internet. Today, the internet is the nervous system of the noosphere, connecting minds and accelerating the spread of ideas. Our economies, cultures, and problems are global. We are becoming a planetary-scale entity. The noosphere is now a tangible reality, not just a metaphor. For Teilhard, this growing unity is only the beginning. As the noosphere tightens, it drives evolution toward a new leap. Hyper-personal consciousness. Each person becomes more themselves within a greater whole, like neurons in a brain. This intensifying network of thought and love is the vehicle for humanity's journey to Omega. The noosphere is the launchpad for the universe's final convergence. The question is, what comes next? Teilhard proposed two kinds of energy, tangential and radial. Tangential energy is the physical energy of motion, heat, and gravity, what science measures. Radial energy is the inner drive toward complexity and consciousness, the within of things. While tangential energy leads to entropy and decay, radial energy concentrates, building order and awareness. Radial energy is the force of love, unity, and spiritual growth. It's the engine of evolution, pushing matter to life, life to mind, and mind to planetary consciousness. Some compare radial energy to information. The universe accumulates complexity, even as physical energy dissipates. The dance of these energies shapes the cosmos. Radial energy, immune to entropy, pulls us toward the Omega Point, a center of ultimate unity and consciousness. For Teilhard, love is the most powerful form of radial energy, drawing everything together. What exactly is the Omega Point? It's a concept that stretches the boundaries of our understanding, a term loaded with philosophical and spiritual implications. It's not simply a place you can point to on a map, or a specific moment in time that can be marked on a calendar. It's far more profound than that. It represents the universe's ultimate final destination, the culmination of all existence. Omega is transcendent. It goes beyond our everyday experiences and perceptions. It exists outside the familiar constraints of space-time, operating on a different plane of reality altogether. Think of it as a cosmic attractor, a powerful force drawing all consciousness towards a central point of convergence. It's both the end of the journey, the final stop on a long and winding road, and simultaneously the very force that draws us forward, propelling us towards that ultimate destination. Omega must be personal, not abstract. It needs to resonate with our individual experiences and understanding, because evolution, in its essence, culminates in persons, in individual beings with unique perspectives, not in impersonal forces devoid of meaning. Teilhard de Chardin, a prominent thinker, envisioned Omega as the cosmic Christ, the ultimate union of humanity and God, a merging of the divine and the mortal, where every soul, every individual consciousness, ultimately finds fulfillment and complete understanding. Omega also represents the potential escape from heat death, as the physical universe gradually fades away, succumbing to the inevitable forces of entropy. Consciousness, in its purest form, converges in a state of pure awareness, transcending the limitations of the physical realm. Teilhard offered a powerful metaphor, envisioning the universe as a cone, with time steadily moving upward along the cone's axis, and complexity continuously increasing as we progress, and ultimately, all lines of existence converging at the very tip of the cone, Omega. The journey, in essence, is a transition from multiplicity to unity, from fragmentation to wholeness, from the initial state of chaos to the attainment of supreme consciousness and ultimate understanding. At Omega, the meaning and information that has shaped the universe, all the accumulated knowledge and experience survive beyond the limitations of mere matter. The spirit, the essence of consciousness, escapes the dying body of the cosmos, transcending the physical limitations of the universe. Omega, in its purest form, is perfect unity, a state of absolute oneness, maximum complexity, a culmination of intricate patterns and interconnected systems, and ultimately, supreme consciousness, the attainment of ultimate awareness and a cosmic mind. Teilhard's Omega Point inspired not just theologians but also scientists. Physicist Frank Tipler tried to ground Omega in physics, proposing a final cosmic supercomputer resurrecting all consciousness at the end of a collapsing universe. Tipler's theory is widely rejected, especially since the universe's expansion is accelerating, not collapsing. David Deutsch, a quantum computing pioneer, speculates about a future where universal computation could simulate reality and solve any problem. Deutsch's vision echoes the noosphere's growth but is strictly scientific, not spiritual. These ideas show the enduring power of Omega evolution, information, and consciousness as cosmic destiny. They replace Teilhard's spiritual energy with computation but keep the dream of a final convergence. Whether science or speculation, the Omega Point reflects our need for meaning in the cosmos. How does the Omega Point compare to other end-of-universe theories? The Big Crunch imagined a collapsing universe, but it's now ruled out by evidence of accelerating expansion. The likely fate is heat-death, endless expansion, cold and darkness, a future of decay and meaninglessness. Teilhard's Omega is the opposite, a creative convergence of consciousness, not destruction. The technological singularity, popularized by thinkers like Ray Kurzweil, envisions AI-driven transcendence, a digital superintelligence merging with humanity. Both Singularity and Omega imagine a leap beyond current humanity, but differ in focus. The Singularity is about intelligence and technology. Omega is about consciousness and love. One is post-human, the other post-material and divine. Both reflect our intuition that evolution points toward something greater. The question remains, will our future be cold and empty or convergent and meaningful? Even if untestable, the Omega Point is a powerful metaphor. It's inspired artists, writers, and musicians, from Salvador Dali's cosmic paintings to science fiction's explorations of transcendence. Novels like DeLillo's Point Omega and Simmons' Hyperion Cantos echo Teilhard's vision. Bands like Epica have turned the Omega Point into music, exploring convergence and meaning. The idea persists because it offers hope, that evolution's pain and beauty are not for nothing. It suggests consciousness and love are the universe's true purpose. Whether scientific, spiritual, or poetic, the Omega Point challenges us to ask, where are we going?